Today I'm at East River Nature Preserve, a property managed by the Grand Traverse Conservation District. There's been some recent upgrades and some fixes to this property and this parking lot that I think really enhance the area and add more recreational value to the Boardman River itself. Today, I don't know what the plan is, just whatever. I love getting close up to the snow on branches, landscapes with the snow, of course. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just a day to get out in the snow, to enjoy it, to have fun, and of course, not to beat having some mint hot cocoa before getting out there. During the cooler months, it's always a good idea to bring an extra spare pair of batteries with you for your camera, just in case the cold saps the strength from the first pair. For the Kodak Z-981, or I'm sorry, Z-980 rather, same thing pretty much. I charge up an extra pair of AA's to bring with me. Always put them in something like a pocket next to your body for warmth until you need them, so they don't decide to also quit on you as the original pair do. For my first composition today, I am going to capture the beauty of these white pine saplings with the heavy wet snow pushing their needles and their branches down. I love white pines, and I love snow, and I love close-ups of those, so this is like a match made in heaven for me. And of course, put the camera in macro mode, and here we go. I think today I'm going to shoot at ISO 100, just bump it up from the base just a bit. The trail River East begins from the parking lot by heading down a fairly steep slope, and it's lined by white cedars, there's some birch, I believe there's a couple oak trees, some white oaks hanging around, and the white pine, of course, my favorite. In my time as a photographer, I have found that winter and snow photography to be the most challenging. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's the lack of tones or if it's just the brightness of the snow and the stark contrast against the darks. But for whatever reason, I find it hard to capture what I'm seeing. It's just something about it. And it's something as a photographer, you should know your weaknesses and work with them to improve upon them. And today is a good day to do that. I'm going to try to make this winter one of my better winter seasons as a photographer. And I think I'm going to start by shooting a landscape of the river in front of us. For those of you that may have not had too much experience with their photography, or like rainy precipitation type photography, one big tip I have is to always keep your camera lens facing down, away from the precipitation until you're ready for the shot, because if you just use it and point it anywhere else, I can guarantee there's going to be moisture drops on it. Then each time you have to clean off your lens before the shot. This way, you don't have to do that, and you may avoid it altogether. I noticed in this landscape that I just captured that there are some red berries starting to wrinkle and show some really interesting textures against the white cedars. With the snow, I think this is a winner for a close-up shot. Sometimes it's just nice to sit down and just enjoy what's in front of us and not always rely on capturing images or anything for social media or whatever. Today's one of those days. The snow and just the peace and quiet and the mute lighting today have been just quite a treat. I walked down the trail a little bit after my quick siesta at the river area, and I walked into the white cedars. White cedars are often in this area part of wetland land. That makes sense. Wetland land. That's a weird thing to say. Sorry if that comes across odd in this video. That's not my intent. But anyway, white cedars are often found in wetlands in the northern Michigan region, and this area at the River East Preserve is a great example of this kind of wetland swamp area. If a wetland has trees in this scale, it's technically a swamp, if I understand correctly. And I think I'm going to frame my composition. I'm going to need a tripod, so I have to do some fidgeting. And once I'm done with the shot, I will put it or them up depending on what I do. As I was taking my camera off my tripod to affix my Kodak, I decided to try this shot handheld. Now to do so, I increased my light sensitivity, or my ISO, or some will say ASA. In either case around the world, ISO or ASA just refers to light sensitivity. It's basically an amplification of a frequency, if I understand it correctly. The shots I took at this location turned out pretty well, I believe. I ended up shooting handheld. I adjusted my settings appropriately. I increased my light sensitivity, and I put my aperture to f3.2, I believe, or so. 2.8, and I think I did some bracketing. This kind of happens when you're shooting out here, especially with bridge cameras. It just happens. Everything's so intuitive. Anyway, I think I am going to end my video here today. Today is a day just to enjoy the transition of the seasons of autumn to winter in northern Michigan. It is technically still autumn, but in many ways it feels like winter. And I can't wait to see what happens this winter with photography and locations. There's just so much in northern Michigan. Until next time, please get outside and enjoy the fresh air. Leave comments down below. Like this video. Please share it with your friends and family. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to grow this channel with your support. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.